everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nompumelelo. Thank you for joining me again. For those who are coming back, thank you for coming back, and thank you for the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. In this channel, it's all about learning, gaining something. So eventually you will learn something, you will gain something, and I will also learn something from you guys, because we're gonna share our experiences, we're gonna share what we have learned, we're gonna share what are we doing to survive in this uncertain times. So anyway, today's video is about mental self-care. I'll be doing a series on mental self-care, what I'm doing for my mental health. I'll be dropping episodes each Friday. Okay, so let's get into the video. So mental self-care. Mental self-care needs a foundation, according to me. It needs a foundation. So I decided that I need to lay a foundation for my mental health. So me laying a foundation, I had to decide what will be my foundation. Will it be my mother? Will it be my friend? Will it be my work? Will it be my kids? Or will it be just me or my partner? And then I was like, no, God needs to be my foundation. I need to make God my foundation. And that meant I need to get closer to God. I need to let God into my life. I need to be in contact with God full time. I need to give him access, like full access. He needs to have full access in my life. And that meant me praying each day. So I started a routine prayer. I started a routine prayer that if I'm working night shift, I make sure I pray before I go to bed in the morning. If I'm working day shift, I pray before I go to bed. Not that God I'm sleeping, but I pray, like I talk to the man. And then other thing I've done is to worship. I will just sing whenever, I will worship wherever, whenever. When I'm driving, sometimes I'll be like in a worship zone. And then after worship, I've learned to read the word. Read the word for yourself, not what are they telling you the word means. You read the word for yourself for you to understand it. You don't have to read John 16 verse 1 to 13. No, you can just read John 16, just only one verse. You choose a verse that speaks to you. You choose a verse that you understand. The thing that I've done is to tithe. Tithe made me closer to God. I tithe, I talk to God, I tell him why am I tithing and what I want out of it. That's what I'm doing. I'm not saying it's done like that, don't get me wrong. That's what I'm doing. These are the things that I'm doing to lay my foundation. I'm laying my foundation to God. God is my foundation now. He needs to keep my mental health up to standard. He needs to make sure that building is strong, which is my mental, it's strong. That's why he's the foundation for my mental health. And then you give back. You can give back at church. It depends on what you do, but I believe that giving is God's work. You show him that you can do the work, he will make sure that he protects you. He even says in these words that you do this, I do that, you do this, I do that. Because most verses in the Bible, if you are struggling reading the word, it tells that if you do this, I will do that. He tells that if you do this, I will do that. If you don't do this, I will do that. Even the punishments, they are there. He tells that if you do not obey me, I will punish you. If you do not listen to me, I will punish you. If you don't listen to your parents, I will punish you. These are the punishments. So that is how I laid my foundation. I'm praising him more than I was doing last year. I pray more than I was praying last year. I understand the word more than I was understanding it last year. I give more than I was giving last year. Giving is not about money. You can even give your heart. Praying for someone, it's you giving someone something. You don't need to give them a physical thing, but and another thing, I've learned forgiveness. I've learned forgiveness, the importance of forgiveness through God. The minute I decided to make him my foundation, all these things were happening in my life. And believe me, when God is your foundation, your mental health will be in a right state or whatever. I'm not saying make sure God is your foundation, but that's what I'm doing. That's what is working for me, making him my foundation. It is working amazingly for me, guys. So first lay your foundation for your mental health, so that whenever a brick breaks, you know that even if the whole building can break, the foundation is still there. You can rebuild the house. But if your foundation is weak, you won't be able to rebuild your house. That's why you need to have a solid foundation for your mental health, a solid, yes, like a solid foundation for your mental health, so that whenever it collapses, it won't collapse from the roots. You'll still be able to rebuild it. You won't be a time where you say, I'm giving up on life because of my mental health has collapsed. Because if you've got a weak foundation for your mental health, that's why you will collapse. Because when the building collapses, everything will collapse. When the storms comes and everything will wash away. But if your foundation is strong, everything can wash away, but the foundation will still be there. You know that this was your place. Then you'll go back there and rebuild. But now if the foundation is weak and then the storms are coming, they will just wipe everything away. You won't even be able to show that my space was here, I was here, or you won't be able to show for it. But if your foundation is strong, then you'll be able to say, okay, yes, I seem I have collapsed, but this is where I was. Let me rebuild it from scratch. Then you go from scratch, you rebuild it. But those episodes on how am I doing to take care of it will follow on the next episodes. But today it was just an episode of building a foundation for your mental health, building a strong and healthy foundation for your mental health. The reason I decided to choose God is because if I choose a human being like me, what if their mental health is not also strong? What if they collapse? And then what about me? But with God, I know God is forever standing. I'm a believer. It's not about if you go to church or not. It's about you believing. That's why you need to know God for you, so that you can be able to go to him and talk to him. Whenever you need to cry, you go to cry. Whenever you need to thank someone, you go to him, say thank you, God. Whenever you need someone to blame, you go to him and you blame him. He's there. He will forever be there, and then he will forgive you. Ask for forgiveness, he will forgive you. So I made my God my foundation. Make God your foundation. That is, if you are willing to, that is the strongest foundation for your mental health, and then the rest will follow, because you need a strong foundation for your mental health so that it can forever be stable. Because challenges are there, things are happening, we are losing our jobs, we are losing our loved ones, being sick, and things are not going our way, the way we've planned. But if the foundation is strong, you will keep on continuing, you will keep on. And if your foundation is strong, you will keep on trying, you won't give up. You'll be like, yes, I failed, it's fine, where did I go wrong? Then you check where you went wrong, and then you continue. Anyway, that's it from me, guys, for on this episode, episode 1 on building a foundation. My foundation is God. Choose your foundation, and I will see you on the next episode.